All right, folks, welcome back. Coming up in the next segment, it'll be the road to the White House. Kellyanne Conway will join us, and we'll talk about the possible candidacy of Governor Mike Huckabee. Of course, he ran in 2008, did quite well for a while, and won the Iowa caucuses, did well on Super Tuesday. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But I want to talk about Hillary Clinton here, possible Democratic candidate for 2016. Support for Hillary in the latest Quinnipiac poll conducted in late June has dropped among Democratic voters. Among Democratic primary voters, now it's at 58%. That's down 11 points since she undertook her book tour. And, you know, William Crystal predicted this would happen at the beginning of the tour. Hillary also, there's a report at the Weekly Standard that in an interview with Der Spiegel, Hillary doubled down on her claim that she was dead broke when she left the White House, lamenting the fact that when they came out of the White House, they couldn't get a mortgage on a house by themselves. I would advise her to just let it go already and say, I made a mistake, I misspoke, I addressed that, it's over. Instead, it goes on and on. Now, I want you to hear something. Back in the late 70s, Hillary Clinton represented a accused child rapist who allegedly raped a 12-year-old girl. She took that case and she spoke about it years later in the 80s with a reporter friend of hers, and that phone call has come to light by the Washington Free Beacon. I want you to listen to number 28 here.
I had one appear that the prosecutor called me years ago, said that he had a guy who was accused of rape, and the guy wanted a woman lawyer. But I do it as a favor to him.
All right, so hard to hear, but I hope you were reading. A prosecutor friend of hers called her and said, would you take the case as a favor? So she took the case. She wound up getting this guy off on basically lack of evidence. He took a lie detector test. In this conversation, she laughs about the fact that she knows the guy lied on the lie detector test but passed it, so she has no confidence in lie detector tests anymore. So she said here that a prosecutor friend of hers asked her to take the case, and so she took it. But listen to how she addressed this the other day. Let's skip ahead to 27. Skip ahead to 27 and listen to her new explanation about how she got that case of the child rapist.
When I was a 27-year-old attorney doing legal aid work at the law school where I taught in Fayetteville, Arkansas, I was appointed by the local judge to represent a criminal defendant accused of rape. I asked to be relieved of that responsibility, but I was not, and I had a professional duty to represent my client to the best of my ability, which I did. He later pled guilty to a lesser included offense. When you're a lawyer, you often don't have the choice as to who you will represent, and by the very nature of criminal law, there will be those who you represent that you don't approve of, but at least in our system, you have an obligation, and once I was appointed, I fulfilled that obligation.
But she told the reporter, and you heard it before, that she did it as a favor. Now she claims she was appointed and couldn't get out of it. What is the truth? And why was she so cavalier and giggling about it in that phone conversation? All right, folks, we'll find out hopefully one day, and we'll be back with more The Road to the White House. But first, here's Dr. Chauncey Crandall with some cholesterol tips.
Judging from everything you hear, you think all cholesterol is bad, but that's not really true. You need a certain amount of cholesterol to maintain good health. The problem is that too much cholesterol in your blood contributes to a plaque, a fatty substance that narrows the coronary arteries that feed blood flow to your heart. Picture your coronary arteries as a 4-lane highway. If one lane becomes blocked, traffic still flows well. 2 lanes, no major problem. But if a 3rd lane becomes blocked, that spells trouble. It's the same way with your coronary arteries. And when plaque slows their blood flow to your heart, this can even cause a heart attack. The good news is that when it comes to cholesterol, lifestyle changes can pay off big time. Even a small reduction in plaque can be like opening up another highway lane. Suddenly, blood flow that was stalled can go forward again. Changing your lifestyle does not have to be hard. And in fact, Here are 3 ways to help you start lowering your cholesterol. Snack on nuts. Nuts are probably one of the easiest and tastiest ways to lower cholesterol. Walnuts and almonds are among the best. Bulk up your diet with fiber. Choose whole fruits instead of a fruit juice, brown rice instead of white, and if you're eating a baked potato, be sure to leave the skin on. Choose fish. Fish contains cholesterol-fighting omega-3 fatty acids. I'm Dr. Chauncey Crandall, and thanks for watching this Heart Health Minute. Remember, it's never too late to prevent or reverse heart disease. Right now, I invite you to discover your own risk for heart disease or even a heart attack by taking my quick, free online quiz at www.simplehearttest.com.